Welcome to Divine Feminine Awakened, where we explore the profound journey of self-discovery and inner peace through the lens of dharma, yoga, and mindfulness. I'm Melanie from Breathe Appalachia and Yoga with Melanie, and I'm thrilled to have you join me today. In this episode, we'll delve into the powerful concept of self-acceptance. This is the first of our 6-part series exploring various aspects of Dharma. Together, we'll explore what self-acceptance truly means, why it's essential, and how we can cultivate it in our lives through yoga and mindfulness. We'll also reflect on personal insights and experiences, and then conclude with guided meditation. Let's start by understanding what self-acceptance means. At its core, self-acceptance is about acknowledging and embracing all parts of ourselves, our strengths and our weaknesses, our successes and failures, which I have to say that I don't believe in failures. What others perceive as failures, I look at as things that either weren't meant for us or lessons and growth opportunities. Self-acceptance also means embracing our beauty in what we perceive to be flaws. And again, I don't really believe in flaws either, because what I may not like about myself, or you may not like about yourself, somebody else out there may absolutely adore. So I don't believe that we have flaws. We all are beautiful. Self-acceptance is about letting go of the need for perfection and recognizing our inherent worthiness just as we are. We are divine beings in a human experience. In the context of Dharma, self-acceptance is crucial because it allows us to live authentically and align with our true nature or higher purpose. When we accept ourselves, we free ourselves from the chains of judgment and criticism, enabling us to live more fully and more joyfully. Why is self-acceptance so important? Without self-acceptance, we often find ourselves trapped in a cycle of self-doubt and negativity. This can hinder our growth, strain our relationships, and prevent us from realizing our full potential. How many times have you in your life skipped over going for a promotion or trying out for an audition, going for that dream job or dream house or maybe dream move, all because of that little voice in your head telling you that you just weren't good enough? Self-doubt is a pervasive inner critic that questions our abilities, worth, and potential. It manifests as thoughts like, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, or I'll never succeed. This internal dialogue can be incredibly paralyzing, preventing us from taking risks, pursuing our passions, and living our authentic lives. When we allow self-doubt to dominate our minds, we start to internalize these negative beliefs. This often leads to lack of confidence, decreased motivation, and even, especially for myself, anxiety or depression. Over time, self-doubt can create a vicious cycle where each setback reinforces our negative self-perception, really making it increasingly difficult to break free of this. Negativity, whether directed towards ourselves or others, is a very heavy burden to carry. It clouds our judgment, skews our perception of reality, and diminishes our overall well-being. When we are constantly criticizing ourselves, we create an environment of internal conflict and stress. Negative self-talk such as, I'm a failure, I'm unattractive, or I'll never be happy, can become a habitual way of thinking. I mean, this not only affects our mental health, but it also our physical health, as chronic stress from negativity can lead to a host of physical ailments, including headaches, digestive issues, and weakened immune function. To break free from the cycle of self-doubt and negativity, we must cultivate self-acceptance. This means recognizing and challenging those negative thoughts, reframing them in more positive and realistic light, and developing a kinder, more compassionate relationship with ourselves. This can sound hard, but with practice, we can get through this. We can do this. Self-acceptance fosters inner peace and contentment. It enables us to approach life's challenges with resilience and compassion. When we accept ourselves, we're better equipped to accept others, fostering healthier and more meaningful connections. Now let's explore 4 ways we can cultivate self-acceptance through our yoga and mindfulness practices. One thing I love about yoga is that it offers us a powerful tool to connect to our bodies and minds, really helping us to develop a deeper sense of self-awareness and compassion. Step 1, practice mindful awareness. Begin bringing mindful awareness to your thoughts and feelings. Now, this means noticing any self-critical or judgment thoughts without attaching to them. So what you're going to do is you're simply going to observe them and then let them pass. Step 2, embrace your practice. In your yoga practice, embrace your body as it is today. Let go of any comparisons and judgments, and really focus on the sensations in your body, the rhythm of your breath, and the present moment. Step 3, my personal favorite, affirmations and self-compassion. Incorporate positive affirmations into your practice. So repeat phrases like, I am enough. I accept myself as I am. And I am worthy of love and compassion. There are so many different affirmations that you can use, so find what works for you and helps you foster that love, self-acceptance, and compassion. And remember, cultivating self-compassion is all about treating yourself with the same kindness, the same understanding that you would a family member or a friend. And step 4, heart-opening poses. So include some heart-opening poses in your yoga practice, such as camel pose, bridge pose, or cobra pose. What I love about these 3 poses is that they really help to release tension in your body. They open up your heart center and help to foster feelings of acceptance and love, especially if you couple them with the affirmations and self-compassion that we talked about earlier. Now, I'd like to share some personal reflections and insights on my journey with self-acceptance. Over the years, I've faced numerous challenges that have tested my ability to accept myself. From dealing with self-doubt to overcoming personal setbacks, each experience has taught me a valuable lesson about love and compassion. One significant moment for me was the decision to walk away from financial security and the corporate environment to go on this journey of self-employment. It was really, really scary. I'm going to be vulnerable with you guys for a moment. Being able to take care of my family is something that I have worried about my entire life. Growing up, we struggled most of my life, and there was always the constant fear of being evicted, or lights being turned off, not being able to eat, just various things that we went through. So because of that trauma, I worked really hard growing up to find a career that I was able to provide for my family without the worry of how I was going to pay my bills. So when there were some scary changes that happened at work, I felt it was time to go a different direction. And after many conversations with my husband, we ultimately decided to go into business for ourselves. So that meant a very big change in lifestyle. And with that change in lifestyle brought up a lot of feelings of inadequacy, not feeling good enough to be able to provide for my family. I didn't feel like I was going to be able to make my business successful, being able to teach yoga online, and really build this community around, giving to others and loving ourselves and self-care. It's a big plunge for me, big plunge for our family. So with that whole experience, it brought up a lot of issues, as I said, with feeling inadequate, just not feeling good enough, not being able to, feeling like I wasn't able to make sure that, my family was going to live the life that they were used to. My children weren't going to have to see a change or anything like that. So this experience helped me realize that self-acceptance is not about being perfect. It's about embracing our imperfections and learning from them. So as I go through this journey, I'm learning a lot. I'm learning to accept areas where, I'm not so good at. For instance, marketing and advertising, getting people who are looking to learn yoga online. Those are things that I have to learn and I have to experience and grow from that. So as you listen to my story, I really encourage you to reflect on your own experiences. Think about a time when you struggled with self-acceptance and how you were able to overcome it. What lessons did you learn? And how can you apply them to your current life journey? So let's take a deeper look at some of the heart-opening yoga poses we mentioned earlier. I'll guide you through each pose, explaining how to do them and the benefits they offer for fostering self-acceptance. First one we talked about was camel pose. So when you're ready, I invite you to join me on your mat. Start by kneeling on the floor with your knees hips width apart. Place your hands on the back of your pelvis, fingers pointing down. Inhale and lift your chest, pressing your shoulder blades against your back ribs. Lean back and place your hands on your heels. Hold here for a few breaths. And release. Next pose is bridge pose. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, hip widths apart. Begin by pressing your feet and arms into the floor as you lift your hips towards the ceiling. When you're ready, clasp your hands under your back and press down to lift your chest towards the ceiling. Hold here for a few breaths. And then release. Now let's work on cobra pose. Lie down on your mat on your stomach with your legs extended and the tops of your feet on the floor. Place your hands under your shoulders, elbows close to your body. Inhale and lift your chest off the floor, straightening your arms, looking up to the sky. Keep your elbows slightly bent and your shoulders relaxed here. And hold for a few breaths. One more deep breath in. And then release. These poses not only open your heart center, but also encourage us to release tension and embrace ourselves fully. Let's end today's episode with a guided meditation focused on self-acceptance. So when you're ready, find a comfortable seated position and close your eyes and begin to take a few deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. And as you breathe in, imagine filling your heart with love and acceptance. As you breathe out, release any self-judgment or criticism. And continue this, allowing each inhale to nourish you with self-acceptance, and each exhale to release negativity. And repeat to yourself, I accept myself as I am. I am enough. I am worthy of love and compassion. Feel this acceptance and love growing within you, radiating out to every part of your being. Stay with this feeling for a few more breaths. And when you're ready, gently begin to bring awareness back to the present moment. Wiggle your fingers and toes, bringing movement slowly back to your body. And when you're ready, open your eyes and take this feeling of self-acceptance with you as you move through your day. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of self-acceptance. Remember, self-acceptance is a continuous practice, and every step you take towards embracing yourself is a step towards greater peace and fulfillment. Stay tuned for our next episode where we'll explore the concept of impermanence. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with others who might find benefit. Until next time, keep embracing your true self and living your dharma. Namaste.